So, E, we are so excited. I mean, in the way of I like artists trying new things. I love to hear an artist who is known in one thing to do something completely different. I know there are people in the community that feel a lot differently about that, especially when it came to like Andre 3000 being such an amazing rapper and then becoming a flautist and releasing an album like that. But I think for me, as a musician, as a singer, I want to do whatever I want to do creatively, I understand the necessity sometimes for artists to try that new thing. And so, one, I'm happy Jack Harlow has decided to make this pivot just because why not do what you want to do out here? But at the same time, I've only heard bad things. I try to not have any pre-knowledge of what an album is going to be like, especially if I plan to listen to it. But I had no plans to listen to a Jack Harlow album. I've never listened to a Jack Harlow album. I don't know if I've heard a full Jack Harlow song all the way through. Okay. And so this was more of, I love neo soul. I love the genre. And he's big enough of an artist to where I feel like this is going to be an interesting moment to see if he does justice to such a special art form for me. It's like my first understandings and beginnings with neo soul started quite a while back. And I was in college joining a band. And I've mentioned her before. I love her so much. My dear friend who I was in a band with, she was a finalist on The Voice, Vanessa Ferguson. And we were in a school project for my sister's friend's sister, where her final project was to be a music mogul. Like she was going to do music business. And so she, at the time, this was not as problematic. She was going to be kind of like Diddy for her senior project in college. And she made a Make in the Band. We'll go into more of this story when I do my music journey story, but long story short, after we did the performance, it was 4 of us in like a girl group. And then we did this whole couple of episodes of a show that she put together. It's on DVD and everything. And in the end, they wanted me, the guy who was the musical director, he wanted me to join his actual band with Vanessa Ferguson. And I was just like, okay, that sounds amazing. At that time, I'd only really learned or was singing gospel in church, hip hop at home, pop with my friends in middle school. I was also in musical theater. And then my oldest brother was in jazz. So I also was really into jazz voice too. And it just was kind of all of these different things, but they had a neo soul band. Okay. And I didn't know really anything about that. Like that's a cut. Like me growing up very Black in America. You don't necessarily run into a lot of people who really study that genre. And he was just like, okay, I need you to listen to this album. Wait, hold on. No, okay. So 2 things are happening at the same time. I was joining that band and I was also singing backups for another band. It's this other band, with a guy named Gav Beats. He's a producer in Greensboro, really, really talented. I believe he was the one to tell me, I need you to study this neo soul artist, which was Bilal. Oh my goodness. And I got his album and it was like, oh, my brain was just like, oh my goodness, what am I hearing? What is happening? But even though I didn't have a grasp on it at the first time listening through a Bilal album, I still could honor the artistry inside of it. And so that's kind of what I was saying with Boom earlier is it's cultural experiences that I grew up listening to hip hop, gospel, and jazz means I'm and R&B. That was another one I grew up and learned a ton of. That means those are the influences of neo soul. So it all was like, oh, I see what you did there. I see what you built. And so this is why this is so interesting to me and why I would be so interested in hearing a pivot into neo soul specifically. And the first time I saw this, streamer Blue Satire posted a tweet and he said, Jack Harlow released a neo soul album today. And I immediately responded like, huh? I said, I think it was Raphael Sadiq, another one that I love. I was like, I think he also said recently, neo soul is a genre that doesn't actually exist really. It was created by a record label executive in order to determine which types of cultural music out of the Black community would sell more or sell less, I believe is what he said. And so neo soul became this thing of like, oh, they're not going to have as many fans because not a lot of people know about it. Therefore, we're not going to put all our money behind it. It is just going to be that thing that they want to do because they feel like it. So, that's complicated because there are things that I feel are neo soul, and maybe that's because it is so unique outside of just being straight soul R&B, in those ways. But I think now it's culturally even become an actual genre for us. And so, yeah, Bilal, my goodness. One day I think I want to go and just listen with y'all with one of my favorite Bilal albums, which is Love for Sale. Such a sad story where Bilal was creating that album and it got leaked. And it leaked so bad that he got dropped from his label deal. They were just kind of like, now we can't make money from this. We're just going to drop you. And maybe they blamed him in some ways, which depends on how it goes down. Someone involved with the record helped it get leaked or allowed it to be leaked. But he's just so talented. And that's why I was so excited when we saw the Grammys together a few weeks ago, and they did that whole portion on D'Angelo. And they had Bilal perform for D'Angelo's tribute. And that was such so many wonderful performances inside of that. And then we had Anthony Hamilton, North Carolina, one of the Hamiltons I used to sing with in church in middle school. And he's one of the best singers I've ever heard in my life. And I'm like, the honor I had to have heard him when I was so young. It's just such an artistic thing of some of the most talented people. Music Soul Child, we just discussed him becoming the Hustle. Right. And he has such a talent, and then he pivoted, but he just tried to do something that everybody else is doing. And Drewski said, did I do the Jill Scott review yet? Yes, we did, Drews. I only put up 2 of the songs. It was a very, very long album, and I put up the 2 or maybe 3 that I really like the most up there. So, yeah. Yes. Hey, Reezy, how are you? Good to see you. He says kind of belittling to a degree. Give us more on that, Seti. Hey, Fat Keys, you made it. Fat Keys, we were trying to delay. I was like, we need Fat Keys. Fat Keys has to be here. We're so glad you made it. Wow. So you said, as opposed to neo soul, which is just a collection of neo gospel covers. Hilarious. Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill, right? Lauryn Hill was also in that tribute. I'm like, was Erykah Badu even in there? And so there's that, and there's all of these things, and there's such an appreciation that I have as a musician for what we kind of consider to be neo soul. And so that's where I'm wondering how we may actually be triggered by what we're about to hear with Jack Harlow. But we need to have a commentary because this is something I'm passionate about, something I've studied, something I've been in a neo soul band before. Okay. My first band I was ever in, really, well, no, yeah, I've been in more than one band, but yeah, the first band I was in was a neo soul band. And this is why I'm like, okay, we must discuss. We must see what we hear and how we feel about it out here. He said, I'm gonna need y'all to take my number and call me so you can come in times like these. Okay, Fat Keys. Send it to my whisper, Fat Keys. Send it to my whisper. I also could have come on earlier, but I was like, no. It's too early in LA right now. Send me your number, Fat Keys. Okay. Reezy. Reezy commented on my video. Thank you so much for that comment, Reezy, on YouTube. He said, I need Jack Harlow to go away. I got to listen to it first. I've never listened to his art. I mean, I may have in passing heard a rap song here or there, but not actively as him as an artist just sat down and said, I want to listen to this. So yeah, he said, I kind of see people considering neo soul as an urban genre, if that makes sense. Well, that's the thing. There's so many urban genres, or, black, or, whatever way we want to say it's something that is heavily made and consumed by Black people. Then, that's one way to say it. But I think urban is the umbrella of a lot of people not wanting to classify all of the very many subgenres and how creative we can be culturally with art and expressing ourselves. So, yeah. NERE is going to have a fit about this. We were just talking about her too, because oh my goodness. I wonder how she felt about Music Soul Child becoming the hustle. That's her ex-boyfriend out here. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're doing laundry. Yes, Fat Keys, staying up and doing all your life things. We love it. He said, I don't want to waste 28 minutes on him being a handrail. No, that's only the first 4.5 minutes, which we're going to listen to again just to, prepare us. Like, what if we rashly decided on what Trade Places was? Because by the way, when I first saw the title, I thought he wanted to trade places with her as a woman. I thought it was like, I want to be you and you be me so I can see what your life is like. No, he just wants to be inanimate next to her, which is crazy. Okay. Oh my goodness. Here again. So this is going to be the second listen through of Trade Places. I even think this first line ended on baby girl is because I feel like he's doing the thing also where he's watering it down. And he's like, oh, let me do something where the ladies are going to feel like, oh yeah, it's a vibe for the ladies. Instead of neo soul is not just something that's like soft. It is nearly hip hop, but for singers, practically, like how hard hitting neo soul can be. And this is very light Very light. I won't say airy, but very light.
We can walk around together, see, 'cause I don't want you by yourself. You put up your hair and pick out what you wanna wear. I'm coming, won't you say the word? We can call it when you're ready to. Show me what you really wanna do. I wish I could trade places with that fence. I wanna be the one that you lean against. We can make it so you maintain in a sense.
Hi, Buddha.
Fully convinced. I wish I could trade places with that lamppost. I like
That lamppost.
Lamppost. I could be the handrail that you put your hands on. Oh. All I wanna do is get some time alone with you the way you want to, baby girl. Find somewhere that we can walk around together, see, 'cause I don't want you by yourself.
And it's also giving that it's like he wants to sing. He wants to make these sounds, but it's almost like he's just kind of being a little lazy. And I think he thought like, oh, if I just kind of sing a little bit, I can make it happen. And if I put it on like a down tempo, slower beat and music, then it's going to be appropriate for a genre, because, oh, that's what they're doing. And you just said it. It is a bit disrespectful, Reezy, that he thinks this is all it takes to be neo soul. Like this is like folk R&B. This is like watered down folk R&B is what this feels like out here. Yeah. It's not giving at all, little fidget.
We can call it when you're ready to. Show me what you really want to do. I can't find no benefits in going our separate ways. And I know you so independent and it don't need to change. I just need a chance to bring the woman out of you. I already see it coming out of you.
Wait, what did he say?
I already see it coming out. And I know you so independent and it don't need to change. I just need a chance to bring the woman out of you.
Ew. I'm so grossed out. He said, I know you're so independent and that don't need to change. I just need to bring the woman out of you. What is that supposed to mean? What? Because why is he saying it like that's the opposite? Her being independent is not her being fully in her womanness. Oh, that's so gross. Is he trying to be like, oh, you are right, little fidget, right? Read and rap, huh? Like, no, she's already being a woman. She's bringing all the womanness out of herself. Like, why would she need you to bring the woman out of her? As a lamppost, as a handrail. What does this mean? Oh my goodness. Implying that she was a child. I think he's trying to say she's too manly. Because, you're independent. I don't want to change that, but I'm gonna bring the woman out of you. Why is that the thing you say back to back? All antiquated. KC, right. You're so independent and that don't need to change, but then you're going to come and take that independence to make it in your vision. Little fidget, right. Fat keys and handrail. Isn't that what he's saying? This is what the song is. He's saying, I want to trade places with the handrail that you hold on to, because I want to be close to you. I want to trade places with the lamppost. So when you're walking at night, I'm shining down on you. It's gross on so many angles, read and rap. Wait, J. Crimson, yo. Hey, yo. Like, I get a man coming in and bringing things to light that may not have been seen and improving upon and helping us build as a woman is supposed to do as well. But what? Yes, but what?
I already see it coming out of you.
Every few words gets even worse. He's so proud of himself. He's like, I want to bring the woman out of you. I can already see it coming out of you. Wait, like he's now, the lamppost is now her like guard, like not her guardian. Yeah, like her guardian. Like, because I don't want to say he's her dad. Like, this is all getting weird. Jay Crimson. Oh, he's trying to make black women submissive. Oh, it was also infantilizing, right? Where he is like, oh, I need to show her what a woman is like. Who do you think you are? Lamppost?
On your body like I'm running out of you. Wondering if I'm wanting something out of you. Gripping on your body like I'm running out of you. Wondering if I'm wanting something out of you. Go ahead and tell me how does the chance to bring the woman out of you? I already see it coming out of you. Gripping on your body like I'm running out of you. Wondering if I'm wanting something out of you.
Gripping on your body like I'm running out of you, wondering if I'm wanting something out of you. What are you running out of if you don't want something out of her? Ooh. Ooh. He's just rhyming. He's just rhyming, y'all. I'm upset. He's just rhyming at our womanly expense out here. Paternalizing behavior. Yes. White savior behavior. Little fidget. Oh my gosh. Absolute chaos.
Go ahead and tell me how does it feel?
How does it feel?
All of a sudden, someone appears.
I'm thinking D'Angelo.
Takes you by surprise. All I wanna do is get some time alone with you the way you want to, baby girl. Find somewhere that we can walk around together. See, 'cause I don't want you by yourself. You put up your hair and pick out what you wanna wear. I'm coming, won't you say the word? We could call it when you're ready to. Show me what you really wanna do.
Now I'm like so glad we went back to listen to this, because none of the song makes sense. None of it makes sense. You're trading places with the lamppost so you can teach a woman how to be a woman. And you're running out of her, but then you're trying to convince her you don't want nothing out of her. What do you want? What is it you want? You're just trying to make a song that feels very, down tempo, like just very, you're trying to be swaggy and trying to be smooth talking, but this is really messed up. And part of me wonders, like, what if he had a rap song with some of these lyrics and then they were like, nah, bro, you can't rap about making a woman out of a woman. And they're like, well, then what if I just, if I soften it up and I just, put it on some, if I do it like this, then I'm giving him way too much. But like, the lyrics should be the lyrics outside of whatever the song sounds like. And I'm just like, for him to be a rapper first, he should have people around him who are going to say to him, hey, the lyrics aren't lyricking. Yeah, we made it through the first time. And now it's, oh goodness gracious. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep trucking. We got a truck, y'all. We got this together. we gotta do this together. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now we gotta switch over to the playlist. Oh, which is the next song is Lonesome. Okay, so now we are into the next song, which is Lonesome. And funny thing about Lonesome, though, I I'm like, is that what happened after Trade Places? Because maybe she peeped that he was like, oh, I'm trying to make a woman out of you, woman. And she's like, okay, yeah, no, we don't want anything to do with you. And so then this is a whole movie. This is a whole movie. No, I'm kidding, y'all. I am so kidding with y'all. And let me see here. Okay. Whole movie. And here we go. Lonesome.
Gotta walk away, even though you're lonesome. Giving my love up, even though you want some. Wanna see you stay. I'll be the one you're moving on from. Giving.
Okay. This feels like the exact same song as the previous song we just listened to, where he's just doing that da 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 da. Some of the simplest rhyme patterns too. Like I'm pretty sure he did AABB on the last song to start, and now he's also AABB again, and that's already out of contention for being neo soul. Like he's already out. You cannot repeat such a simple concept twice in a row for that to be considered neo soul. No.
Gotta walk away. Even though you're lonesome.
Okay, technically that's AB.
Giving my love up, even though you want some.
Okay, that's AB, but still.
Wanna see you stay. I'll be the one you're moving on from. Giving my love.
But he did AB. No,
Sleeping
sir.
on your own, staying to yourself, working on your own projects.
Is he going back into that independent woman thing from the last song that was already so triggering? So is it that she's independent and he's lonesome because she's independent doing her own thing, working on her own projects?
On yourself, checking in the hotels, making all your own money.
Checking in the hotels? Like she can't check into a hotel on her own? What? Somebody called it earlier. Is he making her a child? Checking into a hotel is considered independent? Like that's an independent woman. She checking into a hotel on her own, making all your money. This is just modern day for everybody out here.
Even though you're lonesome, give my love.
Oh, even though you're
first time.
Oh, I'm so upset. I'm getting sick. He's saying, oh gosh, it's practically a continuation of the first song. He says she's independent. She's walking alone down the road and he's the lamppost, just watching her be lonesome. Now he's made a second song called Lonesome, talking about her being independent, checking into hotels on her own. Is he still watching her? Seti, is he still watching her? And this is called Lonesome. Even though you're lonesome, you're still living your life? Is that what this song is about? Get a puppy. Ari, yes. Yes. He sounds so jealous, little bitchy. Yo. Why are men so obsessed with adult women who are unable to take care of themselves? And that is a problem. If his concept of her taking care of herself is doing the thing she has to do I guess she's on a business trip, so she's checking into a hotel, and he's like, oh, now you're lonesome because you're alone checking into a hotel. But it's like, you should figure out a way to help her even more. Like, that's going to make you so much more valuable than just being like, oh, girl, I need to check. Let me check into that hotel for you. Let me handle talking to this front desk agent for you, girl. Let me walk in front of you when this electronic door opens up so that, you don't even got to walk first. Let me walk through it first. I'm talking about when the sliding automatic doors. My goodness. What is his measure of being an addition to her life? And why is he calling her lonesome just because she's living her life? There's nothing he said so far that was like, now you're crying at home alone because there's no one in your life. She's living her life and doing the stuff she got to get done out here. Oh my goodness. Oh, Bella, hey, I missed you. I didn't see your message in here. We had some technical issues, so welcome in here as well. Says like he's taking a step back and just watching her and allowing her to be independent and then being spiteful because she's independent, doing well without him. Sounds like she's thriving, Jack. Little fidget, that part. And now he's trying to say she's lonesome from a distance. He's like, oh, now you're lonesome. And because I could have been the one checking into the hotel. I'm sad that that's the only thing I've gotten from this really so far. Hi, Nellwood. You said, what's the chroma key for? Oh, good point. I'm usually just in chroma key because we usually have green screen while we're doing the things. But yeah, I can entirely just take that off right now because we're not going to need it right at this very, very moment. And then I can put it back on later. Thank you so much. It's probably kind of distracting to see like the glitter effect happening behind me. And I'm actually not wearing a ton of, this is green, but it's not chroma green. So I'm not invisible on the screen right now. Let me see here. Full Elgato. Let me filters. Boom. There we go. Better. Thank you so much. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Nellwood. Boom. Yes, Nellwood. Welcome in here. And I'm always, if you think something's weird or off, please let me know. It likely is. Okay, here we go. More of Lonesome, and we're only at the beginning.
I laid eyes on you, would have been a wrong time to approach. I could tell you had a strong mind.
I laid eyes on you for the first time. I didn't approach you because I knew it was the wrong time because you had a strong mind. Was she supposed to have a weak mind? Was she supposed to have a weak mind for him to walk up to her and for him to say hello? What does that say about him that you're not going to walk up to a woman with a strong mind and be like, ooh, I want to be with someone with a strong mind. I want to have children with a person with a strong mind so that my babies have strong minds. Like, what is his... Your flappers are gasted. Yes, little fidget. And yes, Nellwood, what can I answer for you? Absolutely. Shouldn't that be a turn on? Yes, little fidget. It absolutely should be. And it just says a lot about him that he's not strong-minded, that is something to deter him from entering her world. You know?
I laid eyes on you, would have been a wrong time to approach. I could tell you had a strong mind. So I'm away, but I couldn't wait a long time. Looking at you while you walk by. Somehow now suddenly you are alive. Ever seen to think about and wanna talk about? Never saw how it all could have gone down.
Wait.
Ever seen to think about and time. Looking at you while you walk by. Somehow now suddenly you are alive.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Somehow suddenly you are alive. Okay, I gotta go back. There's something I'm missing. Right? Little fidget, right? I'm like, what am I hearing right now?
Even though you want some first time, I laid eyes on you, would have been a wrong time to approach. I could tell you had a strong mind. So I'm away, but I couldn't wait a long time. Looking at you while you walk by. Somehow now suddenly you are alive. Ever seen to think about and wanna talk about?
J. Crimson. She a ghost. She a ghost. Was because she was missing someone previously, she was unalive, or like not even unalived, but like not lively. He didn't consider her alive. But now suddenly you are alive. Ever seem to think about and want to talk about? Is that what he said? This is missing the soul in Neil's soul. Boom, that part. He's so monotone, right, little fidget? The writing isn't very good on here. Setty back. Right. It is not. Suddenly, and then somehow, little fidget, somehow now she's bounced back from whatever it was she was going through. I don't like this little fidget, right?
I saw her, it all could've gone downhill till now. I just stopped by. I guess you gotta walk away.
He's just rhyming
Even though
words.
you're lonesome, giving my love up. I know you want some. Even though you want some.
He's like, you're alone and you want some of this love. I'm the one to give you that thing you've been meeting and missing and needing, you know?
Wanna see you stay. Not be the one you're moving on from. Giving my love up. Even though you want some. Sleeping on your own, staying to yourself, working on your own projects. Touching on yourself, checking in the hotels, making all your own money. Gotta walk away. Even though you're lonesome. Giving my love.
Wait, he's got to walk away even though she's lonesome. He's like, oh, I could save her from that lonesomeness, but I got to walk away. Like it's
Even though you want some.
even though you want some, he's playing hard to get, and she's going through stuff. Like, what is happening? He could be someone to be there for her through whatever it was that she lost, and he's like, nah. Even though I'm gonna play hard to get, even though you want some, and then no. Oh my goodness. Okay, see you soon, Fat Keys. See you soon, Fat Keys. And y'all, thank you so much for helping Nellwood on the situation. I read through that too. And yeah, if she has a boyfriend and then sent you provocative pictures, please ignore her. Because she's going to maybe do the same thing to you, Nellwood. Imagine, would you want to be with someone who's doing that to another guy? Yeah, unsolicited. Yeah. That's even worse. Or yeah, that's even worse that she's just randomly sending pictures like that to random guys. Okay, Nellwood, we're going to save you some heartache. Leave her alone. Okay.
Even though you want some. Last time we saw each other, you had caught me at a bad time. Telling you I'm not sure when I'ma have time. At that time, I was trying to have my cake and still find out how it tastes that day.
It's not even just bad rapping, not even just bad writing. It's just bad concepts. These are bad stories. And I'm feeling a little like, let me drink some water. Let me drink some Gatorade. He is saying, it's almost like lonesome. He's like, oh, you were lonesome. You went through a breakup. Then I was lonesome. I went through some things. But he said he had a bad time and he wanted his cake and still find out how it tastes. So he was cheating? Is this what this means? It's sloppy, little fidget. Oh, you had a crush on her forever. It's kind of sad. Oh, Nellwood. And maybe this was the, awakening. You needed to find out that she's a little sloppy, Nellwood. Like now, realize you dodged a bullet. I've experienced that too. I was like, man, I like that person so much. And then some things happened. And then I'm like, oh, snap. That could have been my problem. And it's not. So now that's not yours, Nellwood. And it's, you can have attraction to people. And there's more people out there to find attraction to for different reasons. So I hope you find all the things you're looking for, Nellwood. And I hope you don't end up in a situation like this with Jack Harlow out here.
You discovered one of my traits before you took the elevator out of my place. Haven't seen you since then, still I'll wait. And when I'm next to you next week, I'll wake. Just delicately touching, relishing you so bad. Fell asleep discussing.
I'm confused. He said you left me. I haven't seen you since you left my elevator. But now I'm touching you? I'm relishing you? Who is he talking about? He's just saying random things.
Whether we should hold back jealousy and lust is seldom seen as romance. Telling me I'm rushing, how to say it's over.
He said jealousy and
Seen as romance. See and lust is seldom seen as romance.
jealousy and lust is seldom seen as romance. When is it ever seen as romance, Jack? Those are measures of like infatuation, physically and mentally, emotionally. Which, right, Jack had to put some emphasis on that little fidget. Oh, he's got Robert Glasper on the album, SETI, and I can imagine that. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, you have to have worked with someone who's known for doing some things, but at the same time, you know, Robert Glasper is more of a musician. So maybe he was just like, oh, you know, Jack Harlow's doing a thing. Maybe Atlantic called him up. Maybe Robert is signed with Atlantic too, and is working with a label mate that you're thinking, oh, okay, well, it's a vibe. You know, the music has not been bad, by the way. It's mainly what Jack Harlow is doing on top of it. That's the concern. But maybe they were like, maybe they were like, oh, well, it's Jack Harlow trying a new thing. Let him just do that thing. I don't know. He says he's getting that money. Crimson. Telling me I'm rushing. Jealousy and lust. Telling me I'm rushing how to say it's over. Like, these things just are not flowing together, the concepts.
Walk away, even though you're lonesome. Give my love.
But why is he only talking about her being lonesome and he's not talking about himself being lonesome?
I'll be the one you're moving on from. Giving my love.
Oh.
Even though you want some.
Wait. So he's saying you're going to leave me, give your love to the next guy you're going to be with. But why is he calling her lonesome when he's the one lonesome in the end?
Sleeping on your own, staying to yourself, working on your own pride.
Or maybe he's saying you're on with the next guy. I wish him the best, but he's not even there for you. That's messy.
Touching on yourself, checking in the hotels, making all your own money. Gotta walk away, even though you're lonesome.
What was that background vocal?
Giving my love, don't give my love, even though you
Don't give my love, okay? Oh, okay, well, it's like he tried it just now. It's like he tried it at that last part, which was the first time he had done like a run and just, you know, singing some notes over, you know, a few more notes than just singing in lyrics. He says 0 for 2. Let's go. Keep it going. Oh, we got 21 minutes left. I'm left bothered and not enthused. Yes, little fidget. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was a continuation of the first song. That was very much so. It's very tiring. I see it now. And I was thinking like, oh, you know, I'm really into so many genres. Like maybe I can find the good qualities in it. I really do try. Like even when I'm reviewing indie art or your arts, if you send me something, I'm going to find something that I can like. But this is more exhausting than anything else. And maybe he's getting more criticism because he is so connected. And there's so many people that could have helped him make it a lot better. There's so many amazing lyricists from R&B, soul, neo soul, jazz, like hip hop even, which is what he came from, which is supposed to be judged so much on lyricism and for making good concepts and albums and songs. So for this to happen, I'm just more like, you could have done better. And that you thought this was good is where I'm sad. This is where I'm sad because now there's gonna be so many people outside of neo soul who are gonna listen to this and say, oh, this is neo soul. Now I know neo soul. And they're going to be so far disconnected from the actual neo soul roots. They're going to be like, oh, it's like, hopefully, you know what? Hopefully this actually makes people do some searches for neo soul who never knew that even existed, and is going to bring people to find the greats inside of neo soul. That is where my hope is right now. So thank you, Jack Harlow. Oh, wait. Thank you, Jack Harlow, for letting people know the term neo soul, even though this is far from it. And now y'all can cancel me because y'all are like, how dare he get to do something like this and call it neo soul? No, the free speech is messy. Okay, he can call it whatever he wants. He can call this an opera if he so felt. He can call this a hip opera if he wanted to. But I'm just hopeful that with his big, large fan base, some of those kids and some of those people from many different cultures are gonna then say, let me dig in deeper. We're gonna see. We'll see. But that was the last one. Now we're on to Prague. And it's like there's really a chance the people that he's around in the studio just don't know neo soul, and so they may not be necessarily exactly yes men. They just could not know any better, which is also bad for him to have the access to the great musicians that he can. We heard Robert Glasper's on the album. Robert Glasper could have, connected him with some more people. He should have maybe had more people in the genre listen to the songs, listen to the album, having those listening parties before things are finalized, or maybe really early in the project, when he felt he was going to have a single or something. Like, shop it around. This is a different type of shop. We were talking yesterday about how some people, it looks like, Music Soul Child pivoting into the hustle, he might have wanted too much just market research from the general market of radio listeners. Instead of what I'm saying here for Jack Harlow, he should have listened to more people who are respected in neo soul to get their opinions. But he probably knew or he probably thought, they're just going to hate on me because I'm doing something new. They're not going to let people into the, no. That's a part of being great in neo soul, is being okay with someone telling you, hey, that's not it. Like if I tried to put out a specifically neo soul album, even though I've been a neo soul professional musician, that's just not the thing that I have studied the most, even though I've studied it way more than some other genres that I've studied. And it's just like, no, I would need to put it in front of my neo soul, heads, the people that I know are about that life, to then say, okay, am I bringing too many of my other genres in as influences? And am I, defiling the idea of neo soul if the intention is to make a neo soul album, which it seems like that was Jack Harlow's plan. Okay. Reezy, you said I just might be in the hater era because every aspect of his art can go away from you. My goodness gracious. Oh boy. All right. Now we're on to Prague, which feels weird because Prague, geography. Prague, isn't that in Rome? Or I'm like, not Germany. It's Rome, right? Prague, Germany. Alexa, where's Prague? She's going to be like, how dare you not know? Prague is the capital of the Czech Republic. Jay Crimson. Okay, it wasn't just me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, she said, you're very welcome. Happy to help. So now this feels like we need another whistle term. Like, it's not a dog whistle. It's a white whistle. because it's not quite him doing something bad, but he's trying to be like, hey, Czech Republic, middle of Europe, look at your boy doing neo soul. Like, the coast is clear. Now we are in here. Because y'all have my little theory that I think they're trying to do a little bit of whitewashing of a lot of soul things coming out of America. And that was before we even knew Jack Harlow was coming out. I've been talking about this for over a year now. I think we are actively seeing it happen in real time. Because you got to think about it. How did country music, which started as a black art form, become a white art form? How did rock, which started as a black art form, become a white art form? They had to. We are living at the people were living at the same time that they were happening, but we weren't able to have YouTube channels at the time to make social commentary on the art and as it's happening live, to be able to document the processes of them bringing other people in and then shutting other people out. So we are documenting this live in progress as this is happening, is how I feel about this. Oh my goodness. And hello, Hassan Tahir. Is that how I say your name? Welcome in here. Thank you on the YouTube side. Welcome. Oh, I am doing well. How about you, Hassan? I need more gatekeeping for real. I mean, we got to figure something out to just to make sure that art is getting better instead of worse. You know, I'm not saying like, oh, other cultures can't come into our art forms. None of us are saying that. But it's saying, are you going to truly respect it, truly try to improve on it instead of just trying to make a buck on it just because you're going to simplify it? And if you kiss, keep it simple, stupid is the phrase. You're going to get more fans. You're going to get more money, and you are selling out the genre and making it into something that now some of the people are going to say like, oh, you're doing too much. Neo soul can be so simple. Listen to Jack Harlow. No, that should not be where we go either. You know? So yes, Elvis J. Crimson, exactly. Is Jack Harlow the Elvis of neo soul? These are the questions. These are the questions we got to figure out. We must discuss. We must get to the bottom of it. All right, y'all, here is Prague. Great music.
You don't wanna rush, that's fine, okay. I'll let you decide what's not okay.
This is one long song so far. He's literally taking a lyric from the previous song and adding it to the next song. He literally said in the last song, something about rushing, you know? He said something about rushing. Thank you, Fallen. He said something about rushing it, and now he's literally starting the next song with the da 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 da. Same da 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 out here. We're gonna start from the top. I want to go up an octave or two. He's been in a 5-note range, and I might be being generous, said he. I might be being generous. I wish he would just raise his register once. Once. Oh, the plot twist is Ari will end up falling in love with it. Sly. How could you? How could you, Sly? Reezy, by the way, YouTube is back up, and anyone coming in on the YouTube side, sorry you can't hear the audio. I'm a newer reactor, so I don't think I'm like on the list to be able to live stream the audio yet. They want to give me warnings, and then I have to talk to YouTube about it. So you're not going to hear the audio on the YouTube side, but if you want to hear it, you can hear it on the Twitter side. Twitch side, here we go.
That's fine, okay. I'll let you decide what's not okay. Not okay. Sick of meeting people that you find okay. Invites come, you say I'm okay. question. I think about coming your direction. I think about wanting your affection. I think about you.
He's thinking about Prague.
Got an ocean in between us, otherwise emotion will keep creeping up. Don't know how.
Wait. Now this feels weird because what if he's singing a song to Prague? Literally, like what if his people are from Prague and he's literally singing a love song to Prague, which these lyrics could very well align with that. He says there's an ocean between us. I want to see you. I want to be back with you.
Don't know how to cope when I think about you.
About Prague.
Maybe I should just stop holding on to this, cause the more that you resist and the more I miss you. Send a kiss every time I reminisce. Is it wrong if I wanna be wrong? Holding out hope, hoping it could exist.
By the way, for a moment here, I was like, where would I imagine this music being performed? I'm like, I can imagine like a speakeasy / a small club venue. And this would be like a random guy at an open mic night would be singing this song. And I'll be like, oh, okay. Oh, these may be his first songs he's ever written. This is interesting, and not to be like, I'm over here not writing songs, but I'm just saying, I mean, on hiatus, hopefully this year we'll be back. But I'm just saying it just feels very much like he's new to writing, and he's not. That's why I'm like, you're not new to writing, but he's new to maybe singing, and this might just feel good to him. But yeah.
If it's just me, is it more my issue? If so, tell me that I'm dismissed. If it's gone that you want, I'll be gone. I'm so fascinated. Baby. Wrote you this sonata. Could you be persuaded? Baby. Won't say things I've thought of. Friends know what your name is. Can't lie, it gets brought up. Let's not complicate it.
No.
Be like water. Maybe I should just stop holding on to this, cause the more that you resist and the more I miss you. Send a kiss every time I reminisce. Is it wrong if I wanna be wrong? Holding out hope, hoping it could exist. Wondering if it's just me, is it more my issue? If so,
and I'm upset.
If it's gone that you want, I'll be.
I'm upset because the music is really nice, but it's also, this is like adult lullabies. These run-on sentences, little fidget. These run-on sentences. I'm just like, I could like fall asleep, which also means it's not the worst thing I've ever heard. It's just kind of mindless. That I'm not really inspired. I'm not very much like, oh, that was clever or that was unique or he's pushing an edge of something, which is also what makes something more neo soul for me instead of this just being R&B. He's doing like a really low key R&B adjacent thing that's just really not interesting. It's not very like, and that's why I'm falling like kind of asleep in my mind, because I'm just like, oh, it's music. It's music and he's singing it. Yeah, you said, I said, don't fall asleep, we'll fidget that part. Oh, you said drunken just like trauma dumping open mic. Hey, yo, little fidget. Or maybe in a rehab center sly. Oh my goodness. W capture so I can see when the song stops. Reezy. Oh, the ad libs. Seti, especially on that last song, I was just like, wait. He just like, oh. I was like, what is he doing back there? What you doing back there, Jack? He said, mix this up with some rain noises. Easy sleep. Woo! Right, Chris? Exactly that. Exactly that.
You wake me up for real. You keep me up to date. Don't hang me out.
What if he made this? And now I'm like, what if he made this with Sona? Sonu, what is it? The AI generator app. Like, what if he was just home and was like, make me a low key, lo-fi, down tempo, and but I really think the production is inspired by a lot of other artists. Like, it's not doing anything very unique, but it is, it's good. But it gives what AI was about to try to put together over and over again. AI might have made it better for real. Okay, thank you, Seti. Thank you, Seti. But maybe just like a little bit of like lyrical here and there or something or another. Oh, Sly. You wake me up for real.
I need you in my life. Don't walk away. Hallelujah. I've been trying to get to you. Wake up, taking the petunias at this
Petunia?
point. I just assumed you moved on. Won't let me consume you. I get it, I do. Might be a couple years your junior. I'm still growing up like you. Maybe.
Okay. So it's also a little bit of hold on. This is a bit of a pivot. The first song, well, y'all said he was acting like he was paternalizing a little bit with the woman, and he said, I want to bring the woman out of you. But in Prague, might be a couple years her junior, but I'm still growing up like you. Like, my also issue here is you're already younger than her, Jack. Why are you saying she's still growing up? Because you can't be the only one growing up. You got to also paternalize the older woman that you're talking to in Prague right now, little fidget. He said petunias in 2026, right? Because the auto-generated said platunia. I was like, please, what is he talking about? It doesn't sound like he's doing anything for this woman at all, but is so focused on what she does for him. Yes, but then still saying, oh, but you're still growing up too, even though you're older than me. Let's let it be known I'm not the only one a little immature. What? You didn't have to add that, Jack.
I should just stop holding on to this, cause the more that you resist and the more I miss you. Send a kiss every time I reminisce. Is it wrong if I wanna be wrong? Holding out hope, hoping it could exist. Wondering if it's just me, is it more my issue? If so, tell me that I'm dismissed. If it's gone that you want, I'll be gone.
I feel like did he go through something? Did something happen and he's in recovery? Because like that would explain a lot too, for his energy to be so down. Like, it doesn't, I mean, I didn't know much about him before, so I don't know, was he really like a chill guy when he was rapping too? Cause I'm kind of sad for him. Oh, he said, yeah, this is just lazy for real. I'm just real sad. Cause like maybe he's grieving. Like maybe he's literally going through something. And I'm saying that as someone who had been grieving the last couple years. Like I'm over here like, oh man, this makes me sad. Like I was sad before. And he's also in the chair just like this, and it's a blur, and you know, something's going on. Yeah, production is decent throughout though. Yes, Seti. Yes, Seti. Welcome back, Teddy. Yes. Now his other music was hype, like upbeat. His vocal delivery has always been like this though. Okay, thank you, Seti. So that's what it is. That's who he is. Right? My goodness. Oh, Sly. Oh, goodness gracious. But still like Okay, little fidget. 0 for 3. All missed layups. What's next? He said, keep it going. Ah. Oh my goodness. He's never been hyped vocally. Okay. That makes sense. I don't know. I think his vocal voice is flat, but it's been more upbeat musically when he's doing the rap, right? Ah. Oh my goodness, Bella. This is so weird. Bella, your messages aren't showing up in my chat for some reason. Oh, that was from earlier. Oh, I don't know how I missed it. Bella, hi, if you can hear me. I don't know what's going on. You said, you know what? He has the same kind of energy James Brown had. Sly. Yes, with rap. Little fidget. Okay. Right. Jay Crimson said, no, not right now. Not right now. This is serious. Jay Crimson. Y'all are so funny. Okay. So that was Prague. All right. Oh my goodness. And this next one is My Winter. Oh, that was so muddy and feels so unintentional, or maybe he intended it to be that, but that was. There's so much dissonance, but I think he's trying to do way too much at the same time right now, because it came in first sounding a little Jamaican. Even you said big yikes, right? And he's maybe like winter, so it's gloomy. So it's gonna be this might be his gloomiest of records out here. Oh my goodness. Basically a chill vocal tone with very chill production makes super uninteresting music. Can be a thing. But James Blake James Blake does have melody though. I think that's also what is missing from Jack Harlow is there's no melody. Even if he's doing a laid back vocal, at least give us a little more, like you said, variation, a little more registers, few more registers. And then it can be interesting still instead of just the same 5 notes that he's been playing, you know? Wait, let's not do James like that. No. I'm saying James is like down tempo, but it's James is one of my favorite people, one of my favorite artists. Okay. Said he never. I just meant like James isn't out here singing hard. He's not trying to be Chris Brown, right? Crimson, right? Which I don't know why Chris Brown was my example. Oh, forgive me, y'all. But what I'm saying is, he does. What was that song? You're on your own in a world you've grown 2 years to go. Don't let the hurdle fall to be the girl you love. It's just, he's just doing something interesting inside of being in those notes, you know? So that's where James is doing circles around this man. Yes, Teddy. Yes, retrograde. Yes, Teddy. Yes, Teddy. Yes. Okay. Bitchy. Okay, here we go. From the top. I'm so sorry for a third intro on this, and it's so murky. It's like muddy. Even those female background vocals, I'm like, he's taking this into a place that we don't have to be. We haven't been in that place. It's such an elementary like concept of what he thinks soul is. I mean, I can almost hear like an R&B. Oh gosh. SETI. got to get it done. You're right. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. One more time on the verse starting. Here we go.
You're my winter, she's my summer.
Not two women. You're my winter, she's my summer.
One comes round, I crave the other.
One comes round, I crave the other.
At first, there's no cause for concern.
At first, there's no cause for concern.
Time elapses, passions emerge.
No.
It comes on the radio every time I'm on the way to see you. I can't shake it out of mind. This enticing melody.
Jake Crimson.
Once I find a way to her, conflict finds a way to me.
There has been so many love triangles. And now we are in another word. We're in another, I don't even know what you call this now. Wolf Fangs. Hey, how are you? So good to see you, Wolf. Wolf, thank you. I'm so glad to see you. We're stressed. We're stressed over here. We're stressed. Because he was talking about a love triangle and the one with the elevator. He's like, you leave me to go to him. I hope you love him. I hope it, he was hoping for their thing. And he's like, but you want me. And now he's doing something really nasty. Like the song sounds muddy and it's also nasty. He's like, she's my summer, she's my winter, she's my summer. One I want, the other I don't. Like he's really being gross. Cause why, like at least if he likes two different women, like maybe they're not in relationship, but this is giving sister wives and one of them is just kind of there when the other one's not around. What is this?
I can't help but hum along.
Well, what does he mean by it's on the radio?
That's why you're my winter, she's my summer. One comes round, I crave the other.
One comes around, I crave the other. Poor lady. Oh, I hope she knows she's his winter.
Laying right next to you, thinking of her.
I am so upset. I am so upset. Laying next to you thinking of the other. Is she liking this song you're singing in her ear? Didn't he say they're laying next to each other in the bed? Are you making her feel jealous? Didn't he say that in the other song? Most people don't think jealousy and lust are forms of romance was the lyric he said in the other song. So is he whispering jealousy in her ear for romance? Is he messed up? What does he think love or romance is? He's a monster. Or the writing is. I'm not, okay, no, the lyrics are not him. This is an artistic expression, but I'm really upset that this is going to be people's, now I'm upset that this is going to be people's first association with neo soul. Love triangles. Oh my goodness. Like he could do this in a more slick way, but he's very bland. This is so slimy, little fidget. But he chose it to express it this way for real. He chose this. He chose this.
What a curse.
What a curse.
Without you, for what it's worth.
What?
My wonder sometimes, in other words, I still think about her. A sudden urge drives me into fantasies. But at first, everything I said above in the reverse. Couldn't tell you how it happens, what a curse. Suddenly.
And he's like singing in her ear about his own curse. I don't really love you. I want her myrrh. Sorry. He wants, and he's like, I'm the one who's the victim here. I'm the one that's whispering your ear of my want and desires for her. But I'm with you right now. Like I'm. Trying to add a random horn in there, said he. I want her myrrh. Thank you, little fidget. I'm like, did they catch the bars? Did they catch the bars? Thank you, little fidget. Oh, thank you, Wolf Fangs. We are struggling through this song together that we need to keep it going. We need to keep press and play. I hope you're so well, Wolf Fangs. So good to see you. You caught them. Yes, thank you, Little Fidget.
Struggling with loving her.
Struggling loving
I gotta
her.
get it out my system. Conventional wisdom tells me by the grass that I'm a fence from. We say things that you.
So he's, in other words, saying conventional wisdom tells him that the grass isn't greener on the other side. So I guess he's like, so in this moment, I'm going to be with you because I'm not going to think about her, or I'm cursed if I do think about her. So I'm going to think about you right now. But when I see her, then I'm going to think about her and I won't think about you, because that's the current grass he's in. He's like going from house to house. He's a traveling salesman of women, of himself. He's the selling himself, and the grass is what he's doing. Something like that. Something like that.
I say no sense in questioning if it meant some. Symptoms surfacing on my face. Can't hide a change in the momentum.
What is he saying? What is this? No sense in questioning if it meant some symptoms were showing up on his face? No sense in surfacing on my face.
Change in the momentum. Wind comes cold and blowing my way. Inhale the breeze until I went numb.
What does that even mean? Fallen, thank you for the stream streak. And we'll get your static converted to points. I don't know how to do that. I'm going to have to figure that out, by the way. Bandana Bishop, hi, yes. We got business to handle out here. We are going through Jack freaking Harlow right now, struggling. And here's the thing. The album is 28 minutes. So I said to y'all, well, I don't think I'm going to say a lot because, it's like maybe it'll be an hour because, I feel like it's just going to be what it is. No. The crazier this thing has gotten as we keep going deeper into it, the more we have to break down some of these lyrics and some of the choices he's made in what he thinks or what we should have as lyrics, My goodness, just chaos. We're not even halfway, right? We're not even halfway. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So he's talking about, because of how he's been playing her, she's blowing cold air toward him and he's just breathing it in until he comes out on top. 'Cause she's winter. So, but he doesn't really like her. Right? Lyrics aren't everything. Enjoy the energy. Excuse me. What? He said the fact that we've been on this road 2 hours, this record 30 minutes is wicked. Here's the thing. Say that we had an internet issue. We had some things go on. Here we go. We're back in.
Winter, she's my summer. One comes round, I crave the other. And what this means, I'm still so unsure.
I'm still so unsure, I think he said.
First provides no comfort.
So he said both of them don't matter. He said neither one of them matter to me. Who comes first provides no comfort. He just wants everything. He needs to move on. Why not look for his spring and fall? No. Just spring. I'm a spring baby though. Just spring or just fall at this point. Because winter and summer is two opposites. One's too much, one's the other, but neither of them giving you comfort. Like, leave them alone. Maybe he needs to be on his own for 4 seasons. He just said he wanted his cake and to taste it too. To taste everything. So this is just a list album. It's just whatever. It's all the things.
What a curse.
What a curse. Oh, fidget. No, caps are fine over here. Caps are fine. And I'm a little bit upset because now I feel like there's a lot of just men in the room with him making all these records. And not to be like the men in the room are bad, because maybe many of them could just be instrumentalists who are like, oh yeah, I'm not into lyrics, so he's going to do his thing. We're going to make our music. But are there no women or people in the room who could have been like, dude, what you mean by this? Like, what is this supposed to mean? Yeah. Chaos. Absolute chaos. Okay, what's next? I don't even know. Hold on. Let's see. Move Along is next. Isn't that what we just said? Wasn't that the advice we just had to give for him? I was 0 for 4. Let it burn. Let it burn. Oh, he said they're probably just focused on the music part and not the lyrics for real. Or Harlow is just super aggressive and unapproachable to change. Yeah, he had his vision and he's going to make it. Who knows? That's the other part of being successful before you're going to do something unique and creative. It's like if Music Soul Child or Jack Harlow, if they didn't have the connections, the money, and the influence, there's a chance they wouldn't have gotten these records put out, especially at the levels that they were put out. If they were just random people, that makes you have to do a little bit more of the grind to make sure you're going to get the work done. Because if you have enough money, if you're rich, you can do whatever. You can put out an album. But if you are not rich, you're not connected, the strength of the actual art is going to have to speak for you. You're going to have to go to that studio and be like, hey, can I can I record this here? They're going to listen to it. And if they want to invest in it, they may say, okay, give us something on the back end instead of on the front end so that you can get this done because we believe in it. Whereas a lot of these people could be like, oh, it's Jack Harlow, so he's going to pay me, or people are going to know about it because it's going to blow up because it's Jack Harlow, because everything he's done is blown up. But that's when we find out that it's not just your name that can make you blow up and make you have a hit. It probably could have been people in the studio like, oh, it's a hit. Oh, you got this. You got this. Bandana Bishop. By the way, I was talking about you earlier today, Bandana Bishop, and saying how one of my very first reactions ever, even before I started my YouTube channel officially, it was because of you, Bandana. I followed Real Mike Eagle today. I was randomly in the just chatting and I let it say who it thought I should follow. And the second streamer at the top was Real Mike Eagle. So I was like, let me follow him. He was talking about Jack Harlow today too. And I thought about you because you gave me a video of his that you wanted me to react to. And so you are a big reason this is all happening, Bandana Bishop. Wheezy5, thank you for the follow. Welcome in here. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? Said, I don't really get upset, Bandana says. Oh, is he going to move along, though? Hilarious little fidget. So I don't really get upset over the subject of song lyrics. Like, I wish he didn't trust me so much by Bobby Womack is a nasty song, but it's fire. Bandana. I just care about the execution, the sounds. This sounds very elementary. No, Bandana. I am very similar. Like, I normally don't, at least when we're doing rap, I don't normally break it down nearly every bar. And so I think some people, when they're watching me on YouTube, they'll be like, oh, you didn't catch the bars. It's like, no, I catch them. I just don't always pause and say and repeat back what I just heard. This though has been so triggering. These songs are so triggering that we hear something and we're like, what? Let's discuss for a moment. So no, I'm with you. I am a viber first. I like to just kind of consume it. If it's easy enough to listen to where I'm not like, what did he say? That's problematic. That's a big issue. Right. But instead this is issues. He's got issues. Now we've got them too. So give them all to me and we'll give ours too. Let's see here. You said, or maybe he's not awake. He is sleep talking. Was that for Sam Cooke? You know what? Never mind. Oh, I love Sam Cooke. Oh my goodness, Duck Song Sly. He said, just unseasoned and unbearable mockery. Oh, Nomadic J Boogie. Well, that's the thing. Maybe he's trying to not be a mockery. But I think we take this music so seriously, especially certain genres. Like hip hop is taken fairly seriously for the purists and not the new age, like mumble, whatever. That's a joke many times on purpose. But I feel like he is trying to be serious, but he's trying to be too serious to where he's confused on maybe why this is not going to do very well. I don't know. But welcome in here, Nomadic J Boogie. Welcome to the chat. Did I miss the torture? Roam your mind? You have not. We are still only a third of the way through. We're on number 4. But here's the thing. We're on number 4 of 9. We're almost halfway. Like, we're really almost halfway. And there's not but so much more I can say, right? Because no, it's getting weirder and weirder as we keep going. I don't know. We're in it for now. We're in this thing. So yeah, that's where we are right now. Oh, Sly. He said, guess I'll accept your fate with y'all. Thank you. We need everybody, all hands on deck, all community together. Almost halfway. It's 28 minutes. I know, but didn't finish. It's okay. Okay, on to the next song, which is called Move Along. Okay, we will as well. We got this, y'all. Together. Captain Planet, please. Okay, here we go. Move along.
Move along, my love. You'll find trouble if you wait for me. Won't be long before I break that heart you gave.
I'm gonna say this ain't Jack City. This ain't Jack.
My hands won't hold it. It's almost over.
First I was like, oh, he put some more edits on the voice.
Just be careful what you take from me.
I am so upset. Right, whoever this is, that was not bad. That was actually great. And part of me was like, oh, maybe he's singing. The first few thoughts that came in my head, I said, maybe he's singing someone else's writing. Okay. But then I'm like, no, but this sounds even better. I'm like, did they put other edits on his voice? That is not him. This is not him. And why is it the one time that it's not his voice is a picture of him in the playlist? There is no featuring somebody else. Oh, wait, here we go. Strings arranger, Axel Arvid. Oh, unknown Axel Arvid, producer, masterer, Corey Henry. Fat Keys. Where's Fat Keys? Oh my gosh. Y'all, we've been talking about Corey Henry. Fat Keys, can you hear us? Oh my goodness. Corey Henry is one of Fat Keys' favorite pianists. He is who arranged Whitney Houston's version of... Oh, wait, y'all can't see what I'm looking at right now. Hold up. Let me fix this. He's who arranged Whitney Houston's version of the national anthem for the Olympics. And he also was brought up for when our other white boy soul sang the national anthem this most recent Super Bowl. So this is really interesting that Corey Henry was on the organ for this. It says the vocals, the first person listed as the vocal is Jack Harlow. But then it says vocals, James Savage. Okay, maybe this is the whole album. We're just gonna, maybe this was James Savage is what we're gonna say. Cause that wasn't him. Best song on the record, SETI, exactly. The interlude is the best track so far, but I ain't counting that. Right, Jay Crimson. You're like, because it's not him. Maybe it's him and was not all the other times. Oh, that's hilarious, Sly. Then we would be upset. Like, why weren't you singing in this voice the whole time? Oh, my goodness. Oh, we got from Whitney Houston to Jack Harlow. What did he do wrong to deserve it? Also, let me see. Next song is one of the Robert Glasper records. Okay. Oh, he got from, he said, also it makes sense how James Savage got on here. He's a Louisville R&B singer. And why does that make sense, by the way? Has he worked with him before, or are there some other reasons they're connected? Oh my goodness, dude, got a random SoundCloud singer carried that track. Oh, the engineer. Okay, Lauren Marquez. Very nice. We need more women engineers. Let's see. Strings arranger, violin, writer, James Savage. Writer, Corey Henry. Auto-generated by YouTube. Oh, maybe from the metadata. That would be dope, by the way. I really wanted metadata to get to a better place, especially with that. Okay, whoever that was, it was beautiful. Whoever that was, we don't know. We may never know. Oh, I hope we find out. Okay, let me see what's happening here. Okay, this is called All of My Friends. Next song, we're 4 songs from the end. And, we're just going to see what this is about. I'm nervous because his friends haven't told him that what he's doing is not a great idea with this album so far. And so he had to have played it for somebody, right? Not just somebody, for a lot of somebodies. Okay. Oh, and this is the Robert Glasper one. Welcome back, Fat Keys. Fat Keys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Really quickly. The previous song, Move Along. Oh wait, let's double check. Is it on all songs? Look, it's not here. It's not here. Okay, let me show you something. How about your guy that you like was a part of this album, Fat Keys? Situation. Look at this. The organ for this track, Move Along, is Corey Henry. It's only 54 seconds. We're going to listen to it one more time for Fat Keys, because Fat Keys is who introduced me to the concept of Corey Henry. So real quick, for you, Fat Keys.
Move along, my love. You'll find trouble if you
Watch
wait
there be
for me.
no organ in this.
Won't be long before I break that heart you gave so easily. My hands won't hold it.
Beautiful.
It's almost over, so move along. Just be careful what you take from me.
Fat Keys. Yeah. Let's give some credit. He did realize that on a lot of Black albums, the best song is the interlude. Rome, that is a thing. That is a thing. But it said organs. And I don't know if this is just for this song, but it says organ, Corey Henry, Fat Keys. And it also says writer, Corey Henry. Is there some way that he is singing this? Because the first time through, we were like, nah, ain't no way. This is not Jack Harlow singing. Because if it is, why didn't he sing? Oh, you know what I think it is? I think if he had other writers, they brought a little bit more melody in, and then there's probably some auto-tune at the same time. So they probably did some things to really manipulate his voice, which was kind of like that first feeling that I was having. I'm like, they put some things on this man's voice for him to sound like this. Yeah. It is James Savage. Well, that's the other part, by the way. Thank you, Jay Crimson. It says other vocals are James Savage. But this is what is upsetting. It should say Move Along by James Savage. Jay Crimson. It should have, oh, look, it says it right here. Move Along, Jack Harlow, James Savage. But why is on vocals James Savage listed below Jack Harlow? This is not how credits are supposed to work. Okay, so first time through, we weren't convinced. And then I felt bad on the second time through. I'm like, okay, well, if it is him, they did a lot of editing. But this only sounds like one man singing on the song. James Savage told him to move along so he could sing the song. Wow. Is it listed as James Savage interlude in some other place, like on Spotify or something like that? He said, oh, I'm sorry, but all I'm getting is Drake Light from this album, De La Solis, Supak Shakorny, De La Solis, Jack Lamore, Music Stole Child. Read and rap. Oh man. Part of it's like welcome to some of the culture, because you gotta be tough to survive in this culture, and we kind of help each other get tough by, making the jokes and things like that. My goodness. He said, nah, it's not. All right, now it's on to All of My Friends. And here we go. All of My Friends, Jack Harlow. Oh, thank you for the YouTube subscriptions. I appreciate that. Easy as it's.
All of my friends tell me I tend to come on way too strong, way too fast, I'm way too gone.
Okay, let me put on the closed captioning. This makes me feel like J. Cole, by the way, but if J. Cole was singing a song, especially like just how the lyrics were kind of going too.
All of my friends tell me I tend to come on way too strong, way too fast, I'm way too gone.
More melody in the vocals too.
All of my friends say I keep falling in love way too often, telling me slow down and be cautious.
Okay, better ad-libs.
This time's different. Let's just call it intuition. So why should I be deprived of my chances to leave my fantasies? Satisfy what I had in mind. I've been thinking about it substantially, because all of my friends tell me I tend to come on way too strong, way too fast, I'm way too gone.
Yeah, more emotion, more energy.
My friends say I keep falling in love
more
way too often, telling me slow.
Fat Keys says this sucks. But Fat Keys, you did not hear what we went through to get to this point. Fat Keys. Fat Keys, we've been through a lot. You missed the very monotonous first 3 tracks that were practically a continuation of one long song, even on the subject matter, on the notes. It's Fat Keys, we've come a long way, but still, yes, Lil Fidget. But still listenable. Yes. Bishop. It is miles better. Yes, Fat Keys. This is I could see another, like I mentioned, it gives me like J. Cole. I could imagine him. Some of my friends tell me da 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 da. Like it gives a rapper singing instead of the other ones was just him felt kind of lazy. Yeah, just kind of same type of flow, same notes, not even much of a melody. This is like we're getting some melody, a little more range. He said, wow, is it? Yes, Fat Keys. We've come so far. I think they just need to re-engineer his vocal. Yeah. It's one of those things where he is I think he's doing all of these things to give it this like acoustic-esque feel too. Okay, wrong mic. Yeah, but I think he's trying to make it seem like it's a live performance. And so you're going to get some of the different things of not having what is the crispiest of clear sounding of vocals. And that's kind of what I said earlier. Maybe it's not intentional, but I'm like, I imagine he's in like an open mic night is what it was giving on some of the other songs, like a showcase. You know, he paid $25 or $50 to enter into the showcase. Y'all know about that. They'll have these things. They'll be like 50 performers. They all got to pay $50. You all got to bring 10 friends. And then the promoter didn't have to do nothing. Just open the doors and do a agreement with the bar practically. And then they made out with all that money. Yeah, Fat Keys. This is what this is giving me.
Down and be cautious. But if I had you, I'm never ever gonna need love again. Never ever gonna want love again. Never gonna try and find love. But if I had you, it could be the end of my suffering. Something worth fully uncovering. Never gonna try and find love again. Don't wanna make it too vague. I found a way to move on. I gave my love and I hurt because I hate that you gone. I must have did it again. I must have waited too long.
Higher notes,
giving you everything that you want. I wasn't taking my time when I was taking you on. And what you say to me now, here go the spaces you want.
I mean, it's nowhere near neo soul. Like there's no adjacency practically at all. But at least it is a palatable song more than the other ones. He said, I've never been in the studio, but this feels like a reference track. Like just trying to get an idea across for another artist to take and perform. Interesting. I like that you know about all of those pieces that go into making the songs as well. But that's, you know, it's one of those things where he may have paid for all of this too. So it could be twofold, that he's not just trying to stylistically make it sound like it's, you know, recorded in a venue, you know, or something like that. And instead he wasn't going to have Atlantic pay for it, but Atlantic at least is going to distribute it or put it out for him. But, you know, it's one of those things. He's like, oh, let me try this thing. And they're not going to put all of their hip hop money towards his other project that's not tried and tested and true. They're very big on, hasn't made us money before, then we're not going to try it. We're not going to experiment. He said it's not neo soul at all. Right, said he. Waze makes a plugin called Vocal Writer. They need to use it. Fat Keys, look at you out here. It's not neo soul. Yes, it is not. It is not. Oh my goodness. I just show up. If my people or me don't play, we beating you. And the rest of the staff, hey, Fat Keys. I tell promoters, I don't sell nothing. You are not a marketer. You are an artiste. You make money to be there. Yes. But it's a hard world out there for people without experience and trying to get their foot in the door. And so I'm also passionate about that. I'm like, there needs to be more stepping stones like there used to be for so many people.
You know who you are, that's why I made you the song. Don't wanna make it too obvious, but maybe I'm wrong. And so all of my friends tell me I tend to come on way too strong, way too fast, I'm way too gone. All of my friends say I keep falling in love way too often, telling me slow down and be cautious. But if I had you, never ever gonna need love again. Never ever gonna want love again. Never gonna try and find love. But if I had you.
Okay. I think he went through a bad breakup. I'm convinced he's grieving a really, really bad breakup. And now he's like lost his energy, his mojo. And now he's hanging with all of his friends. That's who he has now. That's who he has left. Yes, exactly. Nicer background vocals than previously. Fat Keys. I'm like, I want you to go listen to My Winter that he performed. That I almost paused it after every 3 words. It was so ridiculously not great. It was so bad.
My suffering. uncovering something worth fully uncovering. Never gonna try and find love again.
You won't allow that, bro. I feel that. I feel it. But not everybody takes heartbreak and the things that come with it. They don't take it always the same or the best. You know? It's like sometimes, like, there are people who, you know, they handle everything bad, like any emotional thing. And he's never had any exploration of these things, he's gonna be unhinged maybe. And he's been unhinged on this album. This has been very much like him processing a breakup, and now he's just out there. He's just out there talking about grass and my winter, my summer. Neither one of y'all are making me happy. Yeah. Oh, read and rap. Oh boy. And that's also after losing his mom. He had losses, and not even just after Kim. It was kind of also after the girlfriend that he had around the time when he lost his mom. They, I think, were very grounding to him. And then you end up with people around you who are just like, yeah, just make more music. Oh, you're sad, make music. And people told me that same thing. And I'm just like, ooh, the music that comes out of me is really sad when I'm sad. Like the way I lock in on the sadness and other people might feel it too. And so I'm like, nah. Let me be in a good place when I'm making music or not as, not in such places for it to be so extreme. He said winter was the one he went to after he lost summer. But he had them at the same time, little fidget. That's the problem. He waited too long to feel. He needed to start writing as long as it happened to truly write the pain. Yeah. That's a thing too. He used to date Dua Lipa. Oh, Dua. She's also, pretty sure she was also Atlantic as well. 43 seconds into my winter, and Ari looked like she wanted to. Yeah, I was actually feeling ill throughout that song. Really, actually, legitimately, bandana. Okay, my goodness. Now we're on to Living Alone. Y'all, he's grieving. Now, y'all, we can't joke on him like this. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. But this is a lot. This is a lot. And it's just art. This is not real life. So we can joke on it. We can react to this. No, I can still joke. Yeah, you right. He's getting these jokes, right, Fat Keys? This is just art, right? We say art is just expression of art, and it's not his real life. So yes, he's fair game. I would have preferred he put that energy into better rapping. I feel that, read and rap. But let the artists be artists, right? Let, Andre 3000 play his flute. Fat Keys, please let him play the flute and watch him come back rapping even better than ever before. Fat Keys. He said, yes, he did, but I think Summer was pushing him out. No justification for his awful behavior or lyrics being booty, but considering the breakup angle, that's where your brain went to. Oh, interesting. Was Dua Lipa Summer? Because doesn't she have some like really big summer bangers too? And what's the word when you date someone after a breakup because you want to springboard back into feeling better? I feel like I'm close to the word. Rebound. I said springboard. Thank you. Rebound. So maybe winter was his rebound. Okay, thank you, Fidget. Oh my goodness. He said, art is real life for some people. That is true. Airy quote of the day, we cannot joke. I'm kidding. Absolutely. Oh my goodness, you must have sensed it coming. I did. I'm going to say it anyway. He's singing like Andre 3000 plays them flutes. Fat Keys. Andre, man, sell the flutes, dog. He's like, this is going to be on YouTube, so it might get to him and his ears in some capacity. If we say it to enough people, maybe the word will get out and he'll change his ways. Maybe. Maybe along with those 6 flutes in your trunk right now. Oh, gracious. You know what? we are all reacting together. This is how we feel. He said, "Nah, I love you, Dre. These just jokes." Fat Keys, yes. Just jokes. And I feel like he's hilarious too. And he probably completely understands Fat Keys. But I love that he did it anyway. That he's like, they're not going to get it, but I'm going to do it. Love it. Love and respect. Love and respect. And especially him being from like Atlanta, where people feel you got to like be in a lane, which he also feels the pull. Love and respect, Fat Keys. My goodness. Okay, this next one is Living Alone. We're almost 3 songs left. Here we go. Okay, Living Alone, Jack Harlow. Okay, yeah, he's in a breakup, y'all. It's okay.
Grown, living alone, and you feel so at home. So you say, you know what you want, apparently. So I hate to impose or disturb your comfort zone, but I can't postpone.
That's funny. That's the only lyric we heard from when Sean C was going through the album, is when he said, "I don't want to impose." He's like, "You don't want to impose." But he's imposed actually this entire album. So great call out, Sean C, because my goodness, he was like, "I'm trying to make a woman out of you." And then he's like, he's like talking about, "Oh, I'm gonna whisper in your ear and go off and go be with that guy. Hope you love him." And he's been in the whole album, Little Fidget, the whole album, the whole one. Oh my goodness. Wait, that'd be funny if he's not in a breakup. He's just mad from eating Frosted Flakes. Okay, read and rap. One day you will appreciate Frosted Flakes and be like, you know what? It's not as bad. No, they're pretty bad. This is just coated in sugar. But they're not too bad. They're not too bad. Okay, now I'm showing my age, I think. Okay.
Living alone.
Grown, living alone.
You feel so at home. So you say, you know.
It's the same lyrics from before. Grown, living alone, and you feel so at home, or so you say. It's the same as Lonesome, right? That was almost the same exact thing.
You feel so at.
Can y'all hear that? I thought it was an alarm going off on a car, but I think someone was blowing their horn. I'm about to like look out at them and be like, no, please.
So you say,
you heard something? Okay, read it rap. Yeah, it was a horn.
I hate to impose or disturb your comfort zone, but I can't postpone.
Can't postpone?
I just want to meet you.
Wait, he can't postpone disturbing her comfort zone? Is
disturb your comfort zone, but I can't postpone. I just want to meet you. I don't want to bring no problems. I just want to greet you. So reach out when you feel like talking. I'm fine, but I won't show company. You fine, but that goes without.
And so the weird part is like for me to feel like maybe this is like a album about grieving and relationship loss. He's mighty involved in feeling like she's the one that's grieving with relationships lost. Like he keeps talking about her and her situations and being way prying into her life. You know what I'm saying? But then he's like, come, I want to be your company. But it's just like you are assuming her living alone is what she doesn't want to do. There's so many women who are okay with living alone, especially when they're not in a good relationship, because he's making it seem like living alone and, what did he say earlier? Booking her own hotels by herself. Like who isn't okay with that. I mean, if she's booking into a hotel that's sketchy or there's not ample security or front desk and stuff like that, then it can be a little bit concerning. But like, why is just being alone the problem? Especially in this day and age when a lot of us are, doing our own things as we figure out what's next in this new post-pandemic of a world. He's saying this laying down, maybe. Melodically, he's better, but once again, the lyrics lack. Absolutely, Seti. My thing, too, is I feel like he should have, with those first 3 songs, he shouldn't have started with those 3 songs. They were too very similar to each other. And then it just, if I was just listening, I might have dropped off early in the album. That last song he should have put way earlier in the album. This one could have been maybe after one of those others that were really monotonous too, just to make it feel a little more lively, because it was too sleepy to get started. And this is still a little sleepy, but we're hoping for the best right now. You said men need to be able to do that more. Living alone is healthy. Every person needs to be able to be satisfied being with themselves before trying to find it somewhere else. Absolutely. And also, you shouldn't look at a woman who lives alone and think like, oh, that's the only thing she needs in her life is another person beside her. Because then you're going to be living your life like, oh, I just need to find a woman and sit beside her. And that's all she's going to want, instead of another person who feels okay alone. What can I benefit them with? Like, how can I figure out how to make my own, his goals, real to then make her goals real? Like, how can they bring those things together? So, yeah.
Saying, but in case
Nodders, thank you, Read and Rap.
I didn't want to leave you in doubt. So while I have you alone, I'll make one thing known. I know.
I love how he's so centering himself inside of her life, because he said, he's like, I didn't want to leave you in doubt that I'm actually wanting to be with you. And I don't want to disturb your aloneness, but I think you want me there. Just in case you're in doubt, I want you to know that I will put myself in your life. I don't mean to impose.
What I want, at least I think so.
She not disturbed, right?
I hate to impose and intrude on your schedule.
Oh.
But I can't postpone.
He can't?
For any longer. By the second, my desire gets stronger. Can't you see that you the one that I'm fond of? I can't remember.
Fond of? He's saying fond. Can you see the one that I'm fond of? And he doesn't, he's not respecting her. He hasn't really respected women like the entire album. The entire album, he hasn't respected women. There's been something in almost every single, I can't think of one that didn't really have that. Maybe that one that we thought was pretty cool. I don't remember being really triggered at any point, but he says something, even one that was almost without incident. And then he says, oh, I'm still, even though I'm a couple years your junior and, I still got some growing up to do. And so do you. Why'd you add that in there? And why are these lyrics sticking with me? Oh, I'm so upset.
All the places I've gone to, but I remember if I met somebody like you.
He said the places I've gone to?
Remember all the places I've gone to, but I remember if I met somebody like you. I can't recall no one that I was so drawn to. Wonder if you ever wondering what I'm doing. I was thinking later we could talk on the.
He's trying to rhyme these so hard.
You haven't gave it to me yet, but it be wrong to tell you I know one I think you should belong to.
Oh gosh.
What's your number? You haven't gave it to me yet, would it be wrong to tell you I know one I think you should belong to?
Oh my goodness. If Static Exorcism was here, he would be like, shut it down. Shut it down. Because someone did a song request one day, and it was something like the lyric of, you belong to me. And he was like, heck no. Because it's like, what woman wants to belong to a man? But, there's the idea of we belong together, but that's together. We belong together. But I'm the one you should belong to could come across as wanting to impose. And that's so funny that he started the song with, I don't want to impose, because maybe he knew the entire song is imposing. And they're like, oh, well, if I just say at the beginning I don't want to impose, then, it's they'll get it.
So my name is X Stone the Stone. You say what I think you should belong to. Wanna lie, you tell my name is X Stone the Stone.
I want to lie and tell you my name is F Stone the? What?
Wanna lie, you tell my name is X Stone the Stone.
What?
You say what are you on? My fault, I'm just gone off you.
The auto-generated captions are messing me up. Because I'm like, her father's gone? I'm like, she's really grieving. What is he doing? Okay, let me just listen.
Stone the Stone. You say what are you on? My fault, I'm just gone.
My fault, I'm just gone. Off you. Okay, my fault, I'm just gone off you. Okay.
So I hate to impose or disrupt your life's tempo, but I can't postpone.
So yeah, this is real problematic. He says, I don't want to disrupt you and your schedule and your life, but why would you have to integrate into her life and her schedule? And it's like he's making it known, like, I'm going to disrupt you. I'm going to mess up your schedule. I'm going to mess up your peace. And that is what it is, because I can't hold back anymore. And he's like, it matters more about him and what he wants than what she needs, and him actually integrating into her life and being a good addition and upgrade to her life. Because that would be such a much better scenario. Oh, I want to, increase your ability to do all the things you're already doing, to let you be more of who you want to be, instead of it being now it's an impose. It is a destruction of the thing she's building, just because he can't hold back anymore, and now he must let it be known and be in her life.
And I'll be your acquaintance, I'll be your gentleman. Mine sometimes can change, I'll be more so. I'll restore your faith, and I'll be sure it's strong. Reach out when you've grown tired of living your life alone. Don't be so certain of who you are. Don't be so skeptical of everything.
Did he say don't be so certain of who you are? Don't be so skeptical of everything. Who is he talking to? Said his background vocal, ain't it, right? Who is he talking to? Ew. Brother, ew.
Reach out when you've grown tired of living your life alone.
Reach out when you've grown tired of living your life alone. Why aren't you presenting yourself in a way of benefit? He's like, oh, when you're tired of that lifestyle, then come down to my level and I can make it better. Ew. Instead of, let's be great together. It's like, oh, it's like she has to lower her standards before she's going to be with him, or lower her enjoyment of life, and then now she's going to want to be with him.
Be so certain of who you are. Don't be so certain of who you are. Don't be so skeptical of everything. This life's so filled with phenomena. Just take this one shot. If anything, I would waste no time, and I will not.
What's also upsetting is he's like, let down your guard and take a chance on me. Why not just prove who you are? Why not just show her based on your actions that you're a really good guy? Right, Seti. Right. Hi, GC Gaming. How are you? Perfect timing with the song. Perfect timing. Thank you. Right, Fat Keys. He's bringing me there. Whole album gaslighting and manipulation. Why not just be like, I'm going to show you I'm the guy who's, gonna give you everything and more. Like, I'm gonna show you that I am someone you can depend on. I'm gonna prove it to you. Cause he even said, I'm gonna be your acquaintance. Be I'm like, now I'm taking it personally. Be my acquaintance. Show me that you are a genuine person with good character before you're like, hey, just take a chance on me. Like, let your guard down of your skepticism of stuff and just on this time, let me be the one. Like, why? Why, brother? Hi. Hi, Gary. How are you? Welcome in here. I hope I said your name the right way. Thank you for the follow. As I'm triggered. Brother, now I'm really ugged out. It's been like 7 songs, and I feel like he's gaslighting me into us, like, all being like, oh, yeah, you know what? Maybe it is us. Maybe it is the women. This is so toxic. I'm well over all. We launched into this album, and this is some of the most chaotic of lyrics. And this is so interesting because this is why, and someone said this also to me on my YouTube channel, we need more women reacting to stuff, especially like hip hop and these guys, because we're going to have a different perspective. And so we're listening to Jack Harlow's new album, Monica. He pivoted into being a neo soul artist, but this is no neo soul. Okay. And we listened to, and here's the thing, I don't normally do this, but I listened to Sean C's breakdown of how he felt about Jack Harlow before we started listening to the album. And he didn't mention anything about how slimy these lyrics are toward women. And maybe it's because, he might listen to a lot of rap and it's not the worst of stuff. And I'm not saying rap in general is slimy, but being a guy, he might not realize how uncomfortable a lot of this would make a woman. Like, you want to be my lamppost? Like, we're going to keep going back to the first song. You want to be my lamppost? Like, at least it's light, but like, why are you creeping in the darkness at night when I'm trying to just get home? Fat Keys. Oh my goodness, Fat Keys. By the way, I went back and I put up the reaction to the Sean C breakdown of Jack Harlow. He's saying it the same way. Sean C is saying Monica, like the way you said Monica. And now I can't unhear it. Fat Keys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Fat Keys. But maybe you helped prepare us for how chaotic this listen through is going to be. Being a hip hop fan as a woman has got to be challenging. People always coming for your throat in existence. Shake my head. I actually have a lot more support on my channel. And maybe it's also because I do stand up for myself when they do try to say stuff. I'm immediately like saying something back. So maybe they don't think like I'm an easy target just to like gang up on. But yeah, nothing too crazy. It's just when they thought I didn't like J. Cole, his fans were really upset. But I'm like, I'm such a fan of J. Cole's. I just am going to be open and honest about how I feel. Right? Reading rap, you can't unhear it now.
Betray your trust, not for anything. Got you right here now, so why would I think to hold my tongue in any way?
And by the way, that's something else real quick that I don't like about dating is when there's a guy who I might be talking to, and this actually did happen in real life. I met him randomly outside, and he then wanted to go on a date, but then as talking to him on the phone, things were weird on the phone. And so I was like, I don't think we should go on a first date. And he's like, why not? And I'm like, well, just some weird conversations. You got a little bent out of shape on small things. and that made me uncomfortable. And he's like, oh, well, you just need to meet with me. You're just going off of a conversation. I said, well, that's all I have to go off of is a conversation with you. Like, what else am I supposed to go off of? And he's just like, no. He's like, I'm telling you, I'm a really good guy. And I'm like, you're telling me you're a really good guy, but you haven't shown me those things in your actions and in the conversations that we've had. Like, I don't see it in the decisions you've made. Like, you need to see tangible things instead of someone just saying to you, I'm telling you right now, I'm a good guy. You are my acquaintance. You can show it to me, right? You can show it to me. Like, be understanding when I say something, like, be like, oh, okay, I get where you're coming from. Instead of, I don't get how you would feel that way. Okay, ew. Like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Mixed by Purple. Okay. So yeah, this is giving, the only thing he's bringing to the table is that she won't be alone. And there's so many women who would rather be alone than to be with a guy who's a mess. And he gave us no reason to think he is an addition to the household. Okay. Wait, Thackies, what does that mean? Oh, Aries date. I hate Twinkies. Who's stuffing them? I've never heard a Twinkie say thank you, Daddy. Wait, what? Wait, Fat Keys. Oh, I said my goldfish is barking. I gotta go. Fat Keys. Sometimes you gotta go when you gotta go. If you know something's weird and off, I'm like, because he would get kind of aggressive. It wasn't just, we had a misunderstanding. No, why would you get aggressive on something that doesn't matter? And that's why I was like, if something actually does matter, I don't know what your energy is going to be like after that. And women have to be careful about who we spending time with, because guys are our biggest situation that causes us trouble. That's what's so sad about so many of those women choosing the bear over being with a random guy. Or I don't remember exactly what the scenario was, but it's maybe a bad guy or a guy they think is bad, or something. There was something going on the internet. I don't really, get into all the things, but yeah. I was living alone. It's like I keep wanting to think the songs are about him and him being vulnerable, because like Lonesome, I was like, oh, like let me feel for him. He's feeling lonesome. No, he's talking about her being lonesome. Oh, living alone. I'm like, oh, he's living alone. No, it's her living alone. I'm so frustrated by this. Okay, what's the next song in here? Okay, Against the Grain. And watch, this one's not going to be him against the grain. It's going to be like, you should go against the grain of all those other girls who don't put themselves out in of the world. You should be with me and I'm going to make you twirl. Watch that be it. I think I'm on it. I think I'm on it. Big red flag. Right, DJ. So I was hanging out with a girl and she licked your whole right side of your face like I was a stamp. I wasn't ready. Fat Keys. See, I knew it. Fat Keys out here making the ladies go and be all sorts of things. Oh my goodness. You out here. I'm like, what's the word for you, Fat Keys? You a Casanova out here. Is that the word? Is that the word? Oh my goodness. Fiji, thank you for the 3 streams. Tariq out here. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Okay, y'all. Next to last. Against the Grain. Oh, and look, this one says say hello. Watch him be like, you need to say hello when you're walking down the street. When I whistle at you, girl, don't be so meek. Like it's gonna be. I'm sorry. Am I sorry? How many left? Only 2, Reezy. Only 2 left. We're on the way. We're so close. Bars. Thank you, little fidget. Thank you. Yes, next to last. Yes, the penultimate. Oh my goodness. Stop it, Fat Keys. No, there's something about you that the ladies can't get enough of, Fat Keys, is what I'm hearing. All right, here we go. And this is Against the Grain.
You're looking at me, but you're still not listening. Acting like you don't feel nothing. Baby, I just wanna spend time with you while you're going against the grain.
I told y'all it wasn't going to be about her, about him. This easily could have been him being like, you know, I'm against the grain of those other guys. I'm going to be the guy who's going to X, Y, and Z and be really into your emotions. And it's about her. I wasn't all Fat Keys. Brother, ew, I was not all. If we have been ridiculous for 7 tracks straight, I was like, what's the most ridiculous thing this could be about? Spot on, DJ. Oh, I didn't want to be right. I didn't want to. But I am tickled. I am tickled. Okay, from the top. From the top. From the top.
You're looking at me, but you're still not listening.
Oh my
Acting like you
gosh.
don't feel nothing. Baby, I just wanna
Unbelievable.
spend time with you while you're going against the grain. I don't know why you keep talking about the trouble I'll get you in. All the ways I'm gonna bring you pain. Baby, I just wanna spend time with you while you're going against the grain.
Oh my gosh.
All the looks that you and I get, there's no use in trying to hide it. Maybe I'm a bit too excited, rushing what we should be doing in private.
Third song on
Telling me
Rushing.
the things you decided about yourself and that you align with. Don't you know how short human life is? Let's quit talking and utilize it. Just enough climb on my side.
So he's saying to her, why we maybe, because 2 other songs he's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't rush it, but this one he's like, maybe you should rush it. You should rush it with me. Is that what we're gathering from this? Like, you're going against the grain, like those other girls are going to be like, oh no, I'm not gonna, you know, X, Y, and Z. No, go against the grain, girl. Rush it with me. That's what he's saying. Is that what he's saying? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, you said y'all enjoying the Yakubian soul of the moon-skinned brother Jackman Holitheus. Yo. Woo. Too good. Oh, Maximus. Oh my goodness. Like, maybe she's valid. You're like, I'm abusive and not good for you, but like, I F with you. Why don't you want to come with me? Go against the grain. Right? What was that? This is giving me the same feeling I had when I listened to David's album before all the allegations. Yuck. Next song is Glasper production, so it shouldn't be too bad. Well, the production hasn't been bad in the album. That sound was off kilter. It's not been bad production. And I think that's what's carrying so much of the album, is that at least it's a groove in the music. And if people don't listen to the lyrics and they're just kind of like wanting something to be quote unquote like wavy, some people like being wavy, then this is not going to be too bad for them. But here we go.
Just let's quit talking and utilize it. Just enough climb on my side. Help yourself, I'm on the outside. Open up, I wonder if I wasn't a guy with a profile. Coming up, would you be close-minded as much? You got your own pace, I'll adjust. Must wanna make things tough for us.
Didn't we just hear a lyric the other day where someone was like, if I was bigger, you wouldn't have paid me any mind? Didn't we just hear that lyric? No, he was like, if I was, yeah, you wouldn't have paid me any mind if I was bigger. Who did we just listen to with that almost exact same lyric? You said, I bet. J. Cole says that a lot. Read and rap, maybe. Read and rap, thank you. Who's doing these other vocals with these effects on him? Sadie. And it gives, he probably had some people who don't normally do backgrounds. And maybe he put some of his friends on, or maybe some artists on, or whoever. It doesn't give that this is something that they've done a lot of, or that they knew what this would come across like and sound like. because it's not great on those backing vocals. And I don't want to speak ill about backing vocals. Like I've done a lot of those. But it's just, I don't know about this. I don't know about that. I bet this music goes crazy on a Barnes & Noble playlist.
Cause you're just looking at me, but you're still not listening.
Someone said, it's lowercase, on my page on the YouTube, they said, this is lowercase neo soul, Starbucks R&B. But I'm like, I don't even know if you could give it lowercase neo soul. Like that's giving it too much.
Acting like you don't feel nothing. Baby, I just wanna spend time with you while you're going against the grain. I don't know why you keep talking about the trouble I'll get you in. All the ways I'm gonna bring you pain. Baby, I just wanna spend time with you while you're going against the grain. And I'm fine with platonic, but honestly, no disguise in those eyes that you lock with me. You and I've been divided subconsciously.
He is so full of himself. He said, I don't mind platonic. Like, I don't have to be with you romantically, but it's in your eyes that you want me. He says, I'm cool. It's you the one that's not cool because you want me that bad. So very full of himself. He's so obsessed with her, but he's trying to make it so that she's obsessed with him. That's what this entire album has been. He is obsessed with this woman in every facet. He's watching her check into hotels alone. Because you know she's not calling him on the phone like, hey, I just checked into this hotel alone. No, you're watching her. You are on the street corner. You're the street lamp. You are, you know, she's the winter and the summer. Like you are everywhere. But you just keep making it as if she's obsessed with you. Oh my goodness. It's getting creepy. It started creepy. Read and rap. Joe Goldberg from U-Type Beat. Hey, that part, Maximus. He's like in the Joe Goldberg verse. I know you've been living your life thinking you would be, like the other women, but now you are against the grain because you love me. You love me. You want me, even though it's me who sees you, but it's you who wants me. That was my show. I'm so many seasons behind. Little Fiction. That was my show, though. It's you. I love Joe Goldberg, though. I need to catch up. I need Netflix again. That's the problem. Okay, I'm like, one day. But this is what it is. That was accurate. Thank you, Bandana. Thank you. Maximus also helped us to bring it all together. Okay? He helped bring this all together. Still on season 1, Crimson. Oof. It's epic. It is epic. He keeps repeating the same thing like brainwashed Jack. Yes. And he's telling you, even though you think it's this is really what it is. Joe Goldberg bumping this in a quarter zip, drinking matcha, going, he's spitting. But I feel like Joe's so real that Joe is going to let us know. Like the real Joe in real life, he's not a fan of this. No. Joe Goldberg, real life, is not a fan of this. But Joe Goldberg, he's the one that would have this on in the car. And wouldn't that be crazy if they put something like that into an episode? He's literally driving down the road with Neo Soul Jack Harlow in the car. No.
Think it's time we align, be reminded that you're just enough. Climb on my side, help yourself. I'm on the outside, open up.
Oh, I'm outside, it's you.
Wasn't a guy with a profile coming up. Would you be close-minded as much? You got your own pace, I'll adjust. Much wanna make things tough for us, cause you're just looking at me, but you're still not listening. Acting like you don't feel nothing. Baby, I just wanna spend time with you when you're going against the grain. I don't know why you keep talking about the trouble.
Not the auto lyric saying while you're going against the grave. This is too much. This is too much. Oh, listen to the women. Listen, believe these women, Jack, who are telling you how they feel. He's like, you keep telling me that you're not interested. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's not. Jackal, only you can prevent forest fires, but you gotta, can we party? The background vocals overpowering Jack. And I think that's maybe the guy from the interlude, right? Is that the guy?
I'll get you in all the ways I'm gonna bring you pain. Baby, I just wanna spend time with you while you're going against the grain.
I called you Saturday. We met on Friday. I called you on Saturday and we went out Sunday.
We just had a.
But then we went out, we went to a movie the next time.
Yeah.
Whose voice is this?
First official date was a movie.
And then we went to dinner.
I'm like, are these his parents? Oh, I feel so weird. It sounds like two older white people. And I'm guessing this is like his parents talking about. I'm like, what if this story is like really close to home and this is like his dad's love story with his mother? Like, it sound like a drunk Southern couple. What is happening?
To a movie the next time. Friday, I called you on
Spend time with you while you're going against the grain.
I called you Saturday. We met on Friday. I called you on Saturday and we went out Sunday.
We just had a.
But then we went out, we went to a movie the next time.
Yeah.
Was that the second date?
First official date was a movie.
And then we went to dinner. And then we went out like Thursday. And then we went out Saturday. And then we went out Tuesday. And then we were together every day pretty much.
Is that when you got married?
And then we got marked. What? And I'm Southern, y'all. I'm Southern from a tiny town. I can say that. I can make that voice. What was that? And what does that have to do with this song? Is this his parents' story? That they, I mean, because I'm technically my parents had it was my dad approached my mom. I was like, I'm gonna marry you. And she was like, are you a preacher? Because she wasn't interested at first. And she had jokes as well. And then she married my dad a month later, which is wild. Took me years to get to the bottom of that, which I did. Got to the bottom of that. And it's a thing where she wasn't interested and he was adamant. And then they were married 46 years ish. So yeah, it happens. And so I'm guessing maybe he's literally writing a story of his parents, and that would change things a little bit if all of these stories are based on his parents, and it would make him less problematic, but it would make his dad really problematic, which then is like the tree he's fallen from. And maybe this is us getting to learn more as to why he is this way or is a way. This is my only introduction to him. Yeah. My goodness. Jack got all these background vocalists like Remick had his vampire COVID sitters. Yo. Ari was like, I know 5 cornbread recipes. So what the heck is this? Wait. So this is what Google Billboard says about the album on a bass line. Okay, wait. So I'm going to read that. We have one song left, and then I'm going to read what it says. Hey, mama, won't you be a light pole so I can protect you? Oh, more egoless melodic music is insane, that part. The Harlow lore, egoless is wild. Okay, y'all, final song. We're so close. Say Hello. And I was joking before, my goodness, on what Say Hello means. But let's see. And as a refresher on that, by the way, Say Hello, I was like, what if as ridiculous as all of these songs have been, it's not that he's saying hello, because it's never about him. All of these things that are problematic in these songs have always been about a woman. Everything that was good was about him, or good or neutral was about him. Trade Places was him. All of My Friends was him, but Lonesome was her. My Winter was her, and it was not a good thing. And Living Alone was her. Against the Grain is hilarious because it's usually seen as a good thing, but he's trying to, I'm about to say break her bad, make her break bad is what that kind of came across as. But Say Hello, watch this be something like, you know, you're ignoring me. You should say hello every time I see you. I can't even rhyme somewhere hello real fast right now. You say no. So I'm just like, I think it's going to be on her. He's going to twist it around and say she needs to say hello more. And if he says you need to smile, I might throw something. You need to smile more and you need to say hello. I might throw something in the room. Stay tuned. I got something near me. I got a dry erase marker that I could chuck across the room. All right. Oh, goodness. Say hello. Please say hello, Jack. Please. Right, roam your mind. Oh, this is Robert Glasper. It sounds great so far. I mean,
maybe I'll get at you when my life gets slow.
Okay, that's been the most neo soul of an intro we've heard yet for me. Especially the vocal. Okay. All right, here we go. Well, that's it. All right.
Maybe I'll get at you when my life gets slow. I'll be understanding if you change your name.
What?
Maybe you prefer to live a life you know.
Can we just make it through a verse without it being the weirdest thing he's ever said yet? He said, maybe I can add you when my life gets slow. We're like bets on throws right now. Maybe I can add you when my life gets slow. And then he said, maybe I'll be nicer when you take my name. Was that what he said?
Maybe I'll get at you when my life gets slow.
Maybe I can add you when my life gets slow.
I'll
Or
be
get at you.
understanding if you change your name.
I'll be understanding if you change your name. So you are not understanding now. You want me to go against the grain and to lose my living alone because you want to trade places with the things in my life. He's going to make me say hello, y'all. He is going to make us say hello.
Maybe you prefer to live a life you know.
Maybe I prefer to live a life I know. Would I like to live a life I don't know?
But one day I'll be walking by the place you stay.
One day? You already do that. But why would you just be walking by the place I stay? Why does it sound like that has nothing to do with me? Why are you just creeping? Right? You already do that little fidget. Wait. He got on the mic like, baby, be my bologna. I'll never leave you lonely. Be my fish stick, my love, my like tea sauce. Ain't ever gonna quit. That's what I'm saying. Fat Keys. He just is rhyming lyrics. And it's just unhinged. When Ari posts this on YouTube, it's gonna do numbers, bitchy. Bitchy.
Say hello.
He's talking to us, isn't he? Sorry, I hit the mic. I've got to toss something. He's talking to us. He just says, say hello. He didn't say, I'ma say hello. He didn't. could be your toilet paper. Call me later. Right, Robert? How did you allow this? Okay. I don't think it's going to do too much damage. Here we go, Chuck. Okay. We tossed it. We tossed something.
Whoa. Whoa, say hello. Whoa. Maybe I'll get at you when my life gets slow. I'll be understanding if you change your name.
This is bonkers.
Maybe you prefer to live a life you know. But one day I'll be walking by the place you stay.
Why? Why? Why?
Whoa, say hello. Whoa. Whoa, say hello. Say hello.
He's like, I'll walk by, say hello to
I'm
me.
missing you in the shape of you. I'll visit you when the day comes.
Okay.
I'm giving up control. I'm giving up
Finally.
control.
I thought he meant in control of the outcome. No, I'm giving up control of you. When did he have it? When did he have it? How did it end so much worse? I was like, there's no way this could get worse. There's no way control of you. Simply be quiet, brethren. We might need your alter ego in the chat because we are losing it. We are losing it. Jack Harlow is insane. And that he let people be around him and put this stuff out. He's practically telling us he's going to be walking by our house. So say hello to him. And he's giving up control of us. And we just start. We're only a minute in. It's a 5-minute song. Yeah, we need shut up, bruh. We need shut up, bruh. We need him to shut up, bruh. He's off duty till 7. No, brethren, please, please. Oh, gracious. I'm giving up control. I'm giving up control of you.
Up control of you. You know I want you back. You know I come running back.
Whose melody is that? You know that I want you, babe. You know that is that Justin Timberlake? You know that I want you, babe. Stop. Oh, for real? Yeah. For real. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Set it back. What song is that? You know that front end. Oh, so it's so clearly say hello because she's fronting. Leroy Jenkins. This has been a journey through an album that I never imagined could trigger me so much. I really never imagined that this could be this way. I'm rethinking so much of my life right now, the choices I've made that's led us to this point. And that's what he's been trying to do. No, we cannot let him win. He's been trying to brainwash us this entire album. No, he's not going to win. I'm not the problem. He is. Wait, that almost happened a little bit. Welcome in here, Leroy. Welcome back. We're on the final song, and it's just as unhinged as the rest of the songs. But now this is the most unhinged yet.
Sometimes I listen to what you say to me.
Does he
My
listen?
principles are so painful. I'm giving up control.
My principles are so painful. What principles does he have? He literally, in My Winter, didn't have no principles. He said he's cursed. We didn't say this. Brethren, the music is amazing practically through amazing in the sense of it's in a vibe. It's good. You know, it's not transformative or doing something that's never been heard before or anything like that. And music doesn't have to be that all the time. The best part of this album has been the music. Music's been great. Robert Glasper, a celebrated musician, is a part of this production that we're listening to right now. It is Jack. It's Jack.
I'm giving up control of you. Maybe I'll get at you when my life gets slow. I'll be understanding if you change your name.
I'll be understanding if you marry me.
Maybe you prefer to live a life you know.
And he wonders why we were skeptical about him. These are
One
his
day I'll be
lyrics.
walking by the place you stay.
In another song, he's like, don't be so skeptical about me. I'm a good guy. It's like you're saying you're only understanding if I marry you. Why would I? I'm so glad we have James Blake next. We need that. We need that to recover. Great production. Background vocals could use a little bit more life and soul to them too. Than what she's being represented as in that little bit of pieces of putting her in there. Okay, maybe we'll listen to her one day. But I don't think they let her be as soulful as the rest of the music and production is. Whereas your background vocals are really a part of production instead of it being the top line and melody. So it's like it should feel similarly or, be in a vibe together that makes it seem like it's very cohesive in that way. You say you feel like I've heard her song Sticky with Tyler, the Creator. And I feel like there was maybe another Sticky I heard, but maybe I'm not sure. Oh yeah, production, brethren, production carried the album. Production carried the entire album. Oh goodness. The comments, it says, Monica has no skips. Who agree with me? That boy got in his bag with this one for real. For people forgot about rhythm and blues. Who did? Who were the people who forgot about that? Jackman remembers and revives. Do it, youngin'. POV, you realize Jack Harlow doesn't need to shout to have the hardest bars in the room. Got me relaxed while driving. I'm usually bumping ignorant stuff, but this has me stopping all the way at stop signs. Okay, he's gotten people doing less illegal things. Yay. Okay, we have a win. Y'all, we have got a win here. Oh, that's exciting. Yay. Right, little fidget. Oh, was it his birthday that he released this on? Oh my goodness. So just finished listening to the whole album. Big Jack fan since Confetti. And never hated, never will on anything he makes. Okay, I'm not going to read anything else from that one. Jack is back wearing the cool hat. This ain't music. This is art. Okay, yeah. We're out of there. I'm like, maybe because a lot of people don't know about this yet. It's only 3 days old, I want to say. Yeah, 3 days old. And naturally, the first people to hear are going to be your day one diehards, people who have you on like every notification is going to go to their thing and they're going to be the first to say something. And I don't know if this is going to spread much into a lot of people who really care about neo soul and care about the art. But that was an experience that was not a great experience. That was actually very triggering, very problematic, very concerning. I'm very concerned for him as an artist in general. And I feel wild that I feel that way because we went into this. And as I tell y'all all the time, I love when an artist pivots and they do a new thing that I don't always get it all the time, but I'm glad they do it. No, I'm very upset that he did this. I'm really concerned about any of his other art he's done before now, because for there to be any authenticity in what he's just done, there has to be something of this maybe reflected in his other work before this. So I am a bit concerned, like the way I don't want to listen to anything else he's ever done. And maybe I'll listen to 2 of his biggest songs like I do for any other artist that I don't know. But this was not Fat Keys. This wasn't it. This was absolutely wild. He returned with a nice bottle to celebrate not hearing a single song on this album. Reezy, yes, you did it. Reezy did it. Reezy does it, and you did it. Reezy. Oh my goodness. One of the worst albums I've sat through in a very long time. This ain't a Baby Keem situation. Absolutely, said he. Oh my goodness. Wait, Snow Bunnies for My Dogs, Happy Easter Boys is a Jack Harlow lyric on his first album. Oh, he just out here rhyming and saying stuff. Maybe he knows this is going to be triggering to some people. Like, I can't even know. Like, there I am just still like, oh, maybe music industry, maybe all publicity is good publicity for them. And they're like, oh, if we get him talking, at least people will be hearing the album and he'll get more people who are interested in him. I got to sneeze. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Maybe it's one of those things of like, all publicity is good publicity and he just doesn't care. But just even this look feels like he doesn't care, instead of him being like swagged out, like, oh, like the album, The Birth of Cool, right? Miles Davis. He was like, I'm cool. No. You look like you don't care. Like you've gone through something and you're trying to figure your life out, and you're going to do it at like our expense of the people who really honor this art form and all art in general, like lyricists, people who care about women, who care about relationships, who care about civilization, Oh my goodness. Oh, Lil Fidget, have fun sledding. We'll see you soon. We will see you so soon. He said he was watching the sunset. She will wait till tomorrow. And he's like, you acting like you don't want me, girl, but you really do. Oh, you're so welcome, Little Fidget. Oh, we'll enjoy the beginning of the next album. We're going to do a little bit of chatting about James Blake right before we get into it. But yeah, we will see you so soon. Get that sled on. Oh, Little Fidget. Woo, hearts to you. Doesn't care is definitely it. If white people are going to do one thing, it's have the audacity. Reese, what? Well, that's the thing. They are, that is, we talk about different cultures and American culture, but I think that one thing that is actually very much white culture is exploration, right? They are going to explore the final frontiers of whatever they can try to get into and observe and to test and to try to understand it. And maybe not always to the fullest. They will get an understanding enough of what they want to know about it. I think that is culturally something like that. And so this is definitely interesting that he tried it, but I'm upset about it. Like I'm triggered. Like I need a snack. I need another snack. Yeah, we gotta eat. We gotta decompress from that before we get into something that and someone that I really respect as an artist. And that's kind of what we're talking about too, is he's trying to do this thing, and maybe he thought he could be like a James Blake. But James Blake is a true fan that's really been studying this thing and really respects it. And that's why he's on so many tracks. It's like if Jack Harlow really had this neo soul thing always in him, or even most recently in him, I feel like there would be some people trying to feature him on hooks for their songs. Like I would imagine he would do a single like I'm like correspondence adjacent, or at the same time of releasing this album. He should have been on a bunch of singles happening at the same time, but this doesn't, I don't think this is resonating with a lot of artists. And I feel for the neo soul or the jazz artists and musicians who were a part of this. Light some incense, or clear the air, clear the energy. I feel like he put some people on and gave some people more shine, in the sense of it's going to be in front of more people, especially for soul and jazz that don't have the biggest fan bases in the world. But I think it's important to still remember who is you're working with and how that's going to come across. But times are hard in general. And maybe some of them were like, let me get that check really quickly. You know what? I need to talk to my friend. Like I should probably bring him on stream. He does, he's a really big producer in the music industry, and he's won Grammys with actual neo soul artists. And he's hilarious, especially when it comes to discussing arts that he's not a fan of. He does not hold back. And he did have a Twitch channel with another streamer, but they kind of put their podcast on hiatus for a little bit. So I have to figure out a way to maybe, I'm like, am I going to have him listen to this album? He might not even make it through. Like it might be a thing where he listens to a little bit of that first track and he says, Eric, I'm not going to listen to this. He probably won't do it. I mean, and maybe it's a thing where I should have just been like, hey, let's do a listening party together. But he might have revolted in the middle of it or early in it. But yeah, I'm so curious about what he feels about this, especially with Robert Glasper being a part of this, and John Henry being a part of this. I want to hear. He said, don't put your friend through this. Oh, I put him through so much already. That's a funny part of our friendship, is he'll call me or we'll talk and he'll be like, okay, what's going on? Tell me what's going on in your life, because I know some crazy things went down. And I'm going to be like, have you heard the Jack Harlow album? He's going to be like, and I never will. It's probably what he's going to say. He said, this is just cosplay to a lot of people, and that's a problem. Almost worse than cosplay, by the way, because cosplay is in honor of their favorite characters or animations. It is trying to do their absolute best to have other people feel like they've done a lot to honor the thing. This isn't even cosplay. This is, as I was saying, like a caricature, or not even, it's him not trying. And it's just kind of like selling out. Like he's just wants to make money in a new place that he probably thinks is easier to make money in. Because he probably spent way less time writing the lyrics to this than he has for any rap song he's written. So he's probably seeing it as a life hack of like, oh, I can be lazier. I can write lyrics that they are not going to be looking at my bars like that. Yeah, I'm going to do this because I already have, or I'm in a genre that is Black culture created by. Even if the majority of his fans or the fan base of rap is white guys, he's probably like, oh, well, I can't pivot directly. What if he's trying to pivot again? Like, what if this is a pivot mark of going rap to neo soul to country? What if, because I told you before, some of this gave like folk R&B. What if the next pivot is into country and he's going to do like a soul country next? That's what I can see, because the label is not going to support this. I don't feel. 56,000 views that's one song in 3 days. Let me see. Oh, the one, I think he got 1 million on the trade places. Oh, 2 million in 3 days. Okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And I should have also looked at the comments on this one, because this is the one that's going to have the most people who listen to it. Oh, really big, high margin for likes, 26,000 against 1.2 thousand dislikes. I said, I love you, but I can't stop staring at the sock you have on your head. I'm confused, but in a good way. This is out of left field, but done in the right way. I always feel like it shows an artist is confident if they try something different. So peak. Album might get less praise or views now, but this will age beautifully. Thanks, Jack, for trying something div. I'm 10 seconds from pulling my guitar out. You're fantastic. You inspire me. I play dark blues. Jack and his Loverboy era. Okay, yeah, no, this is still, I think, all of his fans. There's no way that we are the only ones triggered by this. And maybe we need to put this commentary out so people can understand, like, maybe that's how I felt. Because some people will listen to something and not know how they feel. And they're, the wordier of us who's been wrestling with our emotions for all of our lives and trying to put words to them, that we can help people to understand how they might be feeling by Jack Harlow, or by what Jack Harlow has made. Yeah, you don't trust their thoughts on anything, right, Reese? Oh my goodness. Jack Harlow and reggae collab album next. Let's go. That was my winter. My winter started as a bit of a reggae situation. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. I'm like glad we did it, because I feel like I was so curious. And to call it neo soul, right, Reezy? I couldn't even Reezy, I couldn't even read it out loud. But Jack Harlow, I feel like knowing he did a neo soul album, I couldn't have just not been curious about it, and not have just kept thinking about it and needing to hear it. And I'm so glad we did, just so it's out of our system and we know what it is. We're on high alert. We're on high alert for the washing of neo soul actively happening. And yes, we are going to be on the front lines of this war, of this shift, to make sure that his fans don't convince everybody that this is the masterpiece. That is a classic and iconic neo soul album for the future. Please no. Please no. Okay. He said like you did a tour of Vietnam. We did. We barely made it out. We have survived it though. War indeed. Get him out of here ASAP. Y'all, we did that. And now on to James Blake.